All right, so now we're going to look at the subtraction property of inequality. It just means when you have to subtract from both sides to solve for x. All right, so before we can graph, like in number 1, we have to get x by itself. Leave me alone, plus 4. What do we got to do? What's the opposite? Think opposite of plus 4. Yeah, subtract 4. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other, right? So x ends up being greater than, because the 4's cancel out, 5 4s. X is greater than 9 minus 4. Well, 9 minus 4 is, yep, 5. All right? So now when I'm graphing this, I know that this is going to be an open circle, right? Open circle because there's no equal to, right? So if at 5, I'm going to draw an open circle. So now it's up to me. Do I go to the right or left? So it says x is greater than. Greater than. We go to the right. Shade right. So I'm going to go ahead and shade to the right. Done with that problem. All right? I'm going to do one more with you, and then you got the 4 on the bottom to do, okay? So right here, I got a plus 1. Well, I want the variable all by itself. Leave me alone, plus 1. Well, the subtraction property inequality says think opposite. What's opposite? Minus. We're going to subtract. Whatever you do to one side, that's right, do to the other. Ones cancel out. I'm left with a is greater than or equal to 7 minus 1 is 6. Good. So if you look here, that's a less than or equal to, right? Less than, because that little tiny part's pointing towards the a. A is less than or equal to 6. All right, so I'm going to draw a solid dot because there's an equal to at 6. And the less than, shade to the left. All right? So what you're going to have is you're going to have these 4 problems to solve on the bottom. All right, and then if you need help, you're going to call me or Mr. Cosiera over. Okay? And then you have this second sheet called the addition property of inequality. And this is where, I'm just going to do one, this is where you have to add on both sides to get rid of the number. So x is saying, leave me alone, minus 2. Leave me alone, get out of here. So you got to think opposite. What's the opposite of minus 2? You said it, plus 2. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. All right? So these 2's cancel out. I'm left with x is greater than or equal to 3 plus 2 is 5. All right? So if you look here, this says greater than, equal to. So I'm going to shade a solid dot at 5. Solid dot. Right? And it's going to go, since it's greater than, I'm going to shade right. I'm going to shade my arrow to the right. All right? And that's what you got to do for these. If you still need help, then you can go ahead and call me or Mr. Cosiera over and we'll help you out with these graphs. All right? The next video is just to kind of go over the homework practice, okay, and what I want you to do there. All right? Thank you.